This is about how hard it is to be a member of the press right now. They don't need this added stress, Comcast. They're already having a difficult time enough in the wake of the Trump presidency. Here's a bit of that.
Being put in this kind of limbo, the anxiety and the discombobulation is off the charts at a time when this job already is extra stressful and difficult. It is not news for me to tell you that the press and freedom of the press are under attack in a way that is really, it's a big deal for our country. It's very visceral for us here.
Okay. So it's a very difficult time. Very difficult time. And the job is already stressful and difficult. We're at Normandy. They're storming the beaches right now. The Germans are up there. They're firing from the cliff above, and she's there in the boats coming up to the shores to save the world.
Hey guys, what's going on? Jeez Louise. As things stand at the moment, because I have had such a unusual time trying to get things going lately, I have just decided, just get your show up as soon as you can get it up. Try not to aim for a time, just try to get it up. So that's what I've done the last few times that I've made it up. And today I would have been up earlier actually, but there was just, you wouldn't believe how long I spent clipping stuff today. There is so much stuff going on. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy how much stuff is going on right now between J.D. Vance's speech in Germany to Trump's executive orders that are going out everywhere, to Joy Reid and MSNBC cuts, to all the talent there, to this new announcement about potentially the end of the Ukraine war. I mean, it is all over the place, just nonstop. Oh, and something else interesting. It came out, I think, during the show yesterday. I may have hinted at it or you've said something quickly about it, but Dan Bongino being nominated or I don't know if he has to be confirmed or not, but basically being appointed to be the basically the vice what do you call it? The vice chair of the FBI, the vice head of the FBI, whatever it is, second in charge of the FBI, however you want to call it. I forget the official title, but that's massively big news. And it's even bigger and more important because of his absolute, never say quit attitude about things like January 6th and things like the Hunter Biden laptop and things like, I mean, all the things that COVID, all the things that people have kind of like, yeah, well, you know, what can we do about it? Dan's like, no, we're doing something about it. We're going to make sure we hold people accountable for that. And I admire the hell out of the guy for his attitude towards it. And I mean, he has the experience. He was a cop, I think, in New York City, I think, for a long time. He was and then of course he worked Secret Service for several years, including I think total of 3 presidents, 2 or 3. I can't remember for sure, but I think it was 3. I think it was Clinton. It was either Clinton, Bush, and Obama, or he may have just missed the tail end of one of those, or caught the beginning part of Trump. I can't remember exactly what, but he worked for several years. I think it had to have been 3 because I think he said 10 years with Secret Service. So yeah. But anyway, the guy's a wealth of knowledge. He came in to testify after the Butler shooting on his knowledge about how the Secret Service would have typically handled an event like that, and all the things that he noticed about it that were wrong, and boy, he had a lot of information to give them as far as what was standard protocol for Secret Service to be doing, and what they did that was just either done out of negligence or and honestly, he suggested more out of purposeful mistake, because he mentioned that he knows a lot of the people that are with the Secret Service, and a lot of people that were there that day, aside from the newer people, like the endearingly remembered girl with gun who can't put it back in the holster, and women that aren't tall enough to protect the president. Like, there's just the weird stuff from that day. But he did know a lot of the Secret Service agents that were there that day, and they were all really good, hardworking people at the agency. They just were not given the permission or the leniency or the leeway to do the job that they were supposed to be doing. So he's been a wealth of knowledge, and he's got a very great show on Rumble, and you can catch it on YouTube sometimes, but he predominantly does a live stream on Rumble, and then he goes into his podcast. But and of course, he did work at Fox. He actually ended up, I can't remember, I know it was mutual parting. It was not as, it was the same like weekend that Tucker got fired, but it wasn't as contentious, not nearly as contentious, because it was just basically out of a scheduling conflict. He wanted to have a schedule where he could spend more time with his family, and they weren't able to really work around where he wanted to be placed, and he was like, okay, that's fine, I just can't do it then. And so it seemed like much more amicable than everything that happened with Tugger, because that was a whole nother bag of worms. But anyway, to not waste any more time, because like I said, I've got a ton of stuff to go over today. First, we'll go over some of the stuff that's been going on that's kind of a little bit more lighthearted, although still pretty serious, because as you can see from MSNBC's clip at the beginning here, of course Rachel Maddow would say some stupid, ridiculous bullshit like that, wouldn't she? I mean, the freaking, this lunatic is always trying to come off like sophisticated, it seems like. I don't know another word to describe it, because she really does. She tries to look the part. She tries to sound like this. She tries to come off as someone of a higher echelon in the socioeconomic sort of landscape. And really, she's like someone who does one show one day a week and gets paid more than anybody else at the network. And to be honest, I don't know why. She's not at all particularly talented. I've never seen her show and thought, man, she does a good job reporting. And she's just like any other hack at MSNBC. She doesn't do anything objective whatsoever. It's all just propagandist and leftist biased talking points that usually are grounded in semi-truths and not full truths, which, I mean, is the symptom of pretty much everybody at that network, and not just that network. There's a lot of them, but still, it's much better than getting out of the car. But yeah, so of course it was going to kick up a stir when Joy Reid gets. There's no real word exactly how the conversations went down. There's no real for sure statement about, was she fired? Was she laid off? Was she offered another deal and she took the other deal instead of working for Paul? Working for Paul. What am I talking about? working for MSNBC. There's just like a deal that probably, I guarantee you, she thinks she's worth way more. But I said this about Roland Martin, and it stands true for Joy Reid here too, because when you have an audience where you kind of cater to, first of all, you're catering to a minority crowd in the first place. You're catering to a minority of people that make up 13% of the population. Okay, that's to start with. You can knock off all the rest of the people. That's a huge, huge amount of the people that you can knock off. Okay. Next, you got to knock off anybody who would be conservative and also part of that demographic. So you got any black conservatives, male or female, they're gone too. So there goes, maybe 30%, 25 to 30% of the audience already there. So now you're down even more. And then you also got to have the people that are motivated and angry enough at politics to watch someone night after night get angry and literally throw racial attacks and slurs and just portraying nothing but anger coming from black Americans directed at white Americans. And so finally, you also have to be someone who sees the quote-unquote power dynamic shifting, because it's not it's not at all something that's going to be able to attract an audience. It's not something that's going to be, by its very nature, have mass appeal in any way, shape, or form, because even if, let's say, out of that whole group, okay, you get all of them watching, that would still be a pretty significant number with a population the size of our country, but like, you're shooting yourself in the foot right from the get-go by relying only on those people and banking that, okay, it's like, do they have cable? Do they have this channel? Do they have any way to DVR it so they can watch it when it's more convenient? Whatever it might be, it's just the idea that's the best way to go about it is so dumb, but at the same time it makes sense, because that's really what they are hoping for. That's really what they want. So yeah, it's kind of funny to see how kind of stunning it is that you lose the resident race hustler from the show, but never fear, they have new people in their lineup. But one of them is a very interesting addition, which we've. I don't even know exactly their names, but I know kind of who they are, and I won't even describe them other than to say they made sure that they included all three women of color, meaning you have two black women and then one black Asian woman, and of course it's the women that were crashing. Hey, come on. I got to tell a sexist joke once in a while because it's funny, but anyway. The lineup is two black women and one Hispanic woman, and they are, I don't know their history very well, but everyone in the media who's talked about any of these people, with the exception of Ben Stiller, but I've seen personally Ben Stiller freaking out on cameras because he can't stand the what do you call it? Is that from the actual model that yeah. Sorry, off on a tangent. Anyway, so they know that they're going to have to cater to the audience that they are going to be beholden to, because otherwise a shitstorm is going to come brewing for them fast. But I think it's going to come anyway, because as we also discussed yesterday, there was what do you call it? Hmm. Mm, hmm. What the God damn. Well, anyway, the lineup is just kind of going to fill the spot, and she did her last show last night, and I'm not going to even play it. I'm not going to dignify this ridiculous bullshit with even more screen time that's already gotten the views going around about how stunning and deep burgundy blah 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 panties on. That's a Flight of the Conchord song. But anyway, so they're going to put that in. They also have Jen Psaki, who's coming into the rescue because she's been the golden calf. And then, of course, Rachel Maddow also, who's also the golden child who can't do any wrong. But I don't know. That's just the way that everybody always did their stuff. And I guess that's what they're trying to think of when they're doing this. But the problem is that, once again, like I said, you're trying to fight against, or not fight, you're trying to compete against other rival stations doing something similar. And once again, when you're that far behind, it's going to be hard to come back in a successful way. But anyway, Jen Psaki was an unusual example because she left. She left the Wizards of the Coast freaking thing, which that's really crazy because Wizards usually keeps all their employees and make sure that they keeps them in good condition. But here's where things get kind of wild because I've noticed that we're in a new stage of whatever it is that the leftists are going to, and what they're trying to. Whoops, sorry about that. What they're trying to kind of highlight as being oppressive and destructive to the country and its founding principles. Like, no, our founding papers are the Bible and Enlightenment sanity, and it's just like they're kind of more condescending than a lot of the other sorts of things that are out there. But it just it's not at all even close to it's not even close to the amount that you would need for being someone just on their own. If this was just a random girl on the street that was playing music like this, or even speaking about true events that people need to know about. I know for a fact, like so anyway, that's the story of Jen Psaki. I'll probably excuse me. I'll probably be so yeah, very well. Anyway, so that's really what's the main news from there. But what I think is really even more entertaining is watching people from all different walks of life, from all different careers, of all different personalities and skill sets and everything. They all can look at that and say, "Yeah, that looks like it'd be fine." Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, All right. Well, let me see if I can find. You know what? It'll do better if I can just find this clip because. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what I had in order and ready to go, and I just. So let me see. And then of course I put things in the wrong folder again. Because I should try and count how many actual video clips I ended up saving just today because just right here there's what 6 or 7? No, it's 7. Or is it? Yeah, because they put Joey in the bag. So yeah, I think it's 7. I could be wrong, but anyway. All right. So let's find the people ripping on it because I got to tell you guys one thing that's really interesting to see is this kind of ridiculous crap may have worked in a bygone era that is now, glossy everywhere, which honestly I don't really even mind. Okay. Sorry, but God damn. Here, let me move this back over. My gosh, yeah. I found so much interesting stuff, and there's one that I'm probably gonna blow up on because when I first watched it, I was just like, "You got to be kidding me! This asshole's actually gonna try and make this case." And I definitely intend to play that one, although it's not directly related to this exactly. It's related to one of the big topics that has been under the skin of the left ever since he took office, and that's the I did it again. I hit the damn mic. I'm sorry. Let me see. Is this even the right folder? I think it is. Or maybe it's in the other one. Here, let's try it this way. Okay. Whoops. Okay, it can't be that folder. Or is it? Wait, the thumbnails are too small. Let me see if I blow these up a little bit. I'm sorry, I tried to get this as organized as I could, but by the time I got done clipping everything, it was just not realistic at all to try and get. Maybe I can come up with a, what do you call it? Jeez, I need to really freaking consolidate. It's just, I think what I need to do is do this part on a different time zone I do, or a different day than I do when I do the stream, because these are the most tricky parts actually to get the ones from the runners to fit exactly how they're supposed to fit. Let's see. Just make a little bit more of a practice. So, okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm wasting too much time. Let me get this clip loaded. I swear I saved so many clips. We could even move on to secondary subjects if I guess if I forced to, because there's two other subjects and well, three technically, but one's so intertwined with one of the other ones that I don't know what. Oh, here's an idea. There's gotta be okay. All right. You know what? Here, we'll do it this way. This happened yesterday, and this was really annoying too. But I'm gonna have to. I've been deleting clips left and right too. I've really been making an effort to clean out this stuff as well. But now that there's been so much news and so much long news, like the clips are longer, the segments are longer on the show. There's been a lot more to say, and so I will say though, I gotta point this out because I can't thank you guys enough for those of you who have been here for a while. You guys know that when I start talking, I can kind of keep going, unless I'm so tired, I kind of wipe out pretty quick. But for the amount of well, I guess never mind then. So anyway, you told to be a scientist. I don't know what you're doing, Gaji. Okay, let's see. There's got to be a difference. Okay, let's check the other. Oh, and like I said before, these things keep changing into smaller icons. Why can't it stay on large? There, I just saw it. Actually, there we go. Ah, okay. Here we go. We got the difference. SNK. That was a great fighter. Oh, actually, blocked. That's. No will to me. You got that right. Oh, whoops. Okay. All right. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with. We talked about Joy Reid. If I have to go with something else for a little bit, I'll go with it. But for now, I'll just go with whatever looks like I can move with it because this is annoying. I swear, I need to start organizing these clips. I've got so much stuff now, and I think it kind of snuck up on me. Just to be honest, and I'm sorry for the sudden tangent, but like. I've realized this as things are going on because I've been deleting things. Like I said, I've saved some things because I might need to go back to them, but they don't go back that far. And so, yeah, it's getting really annoying, and I think I need to organize this better because, well, not really because it's hard to find anything, but just because of the sheer volume of clips and because it's split on 2 monitors, and I kind of have to keep it that way so the goes through with. How did that rubber piece fall off? It's a little strange. Anyway, so let me see if I can find because I have tons of good stuff to go over today, and a lot of it is very satisfying. It was very satisfying for me to see. I'm sure you'll be just as satisfied for seeing a lot of it, but. Well, oh, here we go. Oh, unless, wait, is that the? Oh, here, yeah, yep. I was right. Um, hmm, mm, that guy. Yeah, I remember who. Now. Okay, so this is the clip, right? Let me just make sure I got this right because this is a pretty funny set of clips from the outrage at those evil white people. Oh no! This is this one's just a bland overview of what's happening, so that wasn't it. I got excited for no reason on that one. But let's see. It's got to be mostly in here. So let's see. Oh, wow. That guy got a cool lucky break on that one. I'm sorry, this whole thing just reminded me of something kind of stupid, but I'm not even going to tell you what it is. It's just stupid. Okay, there was that one. What's in downloads? That's probably where a lot of this is. In fact, I bet you that's where almost all of this is. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's probably where it all is. Oh, jeez, I should have remembered that easy enough. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, let me see if I can regroup real quick. Okay, so let me get these up so I can see which one's which. I wish I think I could figure it out. I remember I did it before, but I can't remember how to do it. I need to make sure that the default for icon size is at least medium, if not large, because on a 32-inch 4K monitor, sitting relatively close to it is like on the earth with your everyone goes to the garden. When they gave him that material, words that bored. Oh my god! Okay. Got it. Okay. All right, go back down. Choose a side. And... Now, why didn't I just... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I didn't put that out again. Put it into it. There we go. Okay, now I got it right. Now I think I got everything in place. So there we go. So let's see if I got the right one set up. Real great. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Now we got it. I still can't get that icon. Okay, here. Icons have got to go. View. Large. Okay, there we go. And I was 100% right, yeah. Okay, well, we'll start with... Ow. That bumped. Okay. Yep, I was right. So, okay, got it. There we go. Finally. Okay. Sorry about the wait, but here we go. It was, which one is this? This is, oh, that's right. Wait, what was this? Yeah, no, that's related to the other subject, so I'm not going to go there, especially not today. Not today. It's already been hectic enough. Let's see. Because Megyn Kelly had Victor Davis Hanson on her show today, and she was talking about this, and it was really interesting to hear the. Oh, is it this one? I think it's this one. This one was really pretty good to hear, considering. Well, I'll explain afterwards, but there's some nice effects I was going to tape off and paint on. Okay, here we go. Now we can go ahead and pop this on. All right, we need to go. Here we go. Yeah, there's people like this that coin the terms like adjacent, Trump adjacent, MAGA adjacent to all the things that are bad, adjacent to this stuff. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. But okay, I think this is. I'm sorry. Let me see. Still want you to have to hear this before I started. So let's bump this on real quick. I might just have to skip ahead and go to Demon Souls or something. Rusk. All right. Here we go. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff hasn't been updated since the time it came out. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm freaking. I kind of overwhelmed myself with how much stuff I done, how many videos I have here, and then how many do I have on the. Oh, I didn't move that, did I? Apparently. Okay, all right, got it. Okay. Jumping across the thing. Well, either way, I think jumping will be the most important at this point. It's good and safe enough to go. Now, this is a nice long and good and understandable, despite that, you guys have seen Aaron Southern's work on YouTube and on social media.